Hello everybody. Just an update on this little mini hearth here. I put a cricket up here along with some honey, and they had some honey and they dragged the cricket down here. You can see it back there. They were grubbing on it earlier. Look at that. My camera's kind of working right now, but the screen's messed up. They put the brood up on the walls and stuff too. It's pretty interesting. So, you guys remember her. She's got quite a few workers now. There's about 8 of them in there. It's really starting to look like a colony. They're really starting to go up in the outworld a lot more. That string that I hung down really actually helped. Because they're able to climb up. Here's those field ants that I haven't really been able to show you guys a whole lot of. They freak out quite a bit whenever you shine a light in there. But here it goes. Here's a little bit of condensation in here because I keep this backed up against a dark spot, so hopefully we'll be able to see something. Uh-oh. Doesn't look like we'll be able to see much. But you can see them all freaking out and they're running around with the brood. They are taking off. They're really cool to watch, man. I gave them a bigger cricket today too, and a beetle, and they snagged them both up and pulled them in right away. These guys are deceiving. See, they're in this hole right there, but I have taken and blown through this tube just very gently, and they all flew out, and there's probably 20 of them in there. There's a little hole back there. They haven't really utilized this area at all. But it collects condensation because I keep it in a warmer room. It's not air conditioned, so whenever I bring it out to show it to you guys quickly, fogs up. But let's see if we can see one. They might be hiding out. But here's one of those queens that I found the other day that I posted up, and I'm super excited about. Sorry guys, my camera's really not doing the best right now. But you can see she's the one with the really pretty colors. Dang it, I wonder if I can get a different view on her without making this glare, but I really can't. She's lost to one of her wings is still hanging on. She's laying eggs. There we go. And you can see one of her wings stuck right there. There's like 4 wings I think that she had total, and 3 of them fell off, and they're in various parts in here, and the other one's stuck on. So she's breaking off her wings, which is exciting because it seems like all the other ones that I've caught lately don't lose their wings that fast. And then she started laying eggs right away. So I'm excited about her. She's big compared to any other ants that I have. She doesn't seem to have like really super large teeth. I don't know if I don't know what species she is. She might be another field ant, but she's really light compared to this field ant that's in here, and much bigger, it seems like. So I'm excited for her. She doesn't seem to mind me looking at her. Here is, I went outside to go find some bugs, and that's when I found that beetle that I fed to the other ants earlier. And I found a queen on accident. I picked up a piece of wood, and there she was. And she had 1 egg. Just in a little tiny little crevice between the board and the sidewalk, where I always find a bunch of bugs. And I always put the board back, and today when I pulled it up, I saw her frantically freaking out, looking for some place to hide, and I saw her little brood right next to her, and I picked it up with a leaf, and she crawled on my hand after I coaxed her into getting on it, and I walked her inside and put her in here, and it looks like she laid another egg too. There's one on that cotton right there. But yeah, so she's another queen, brand new. Seems to have just come straight out of nuptial flight, and barely had started her little colony. So I'm sure she's going to be laying a bunch more eggs here pretty soon, because yeah, she just laid the one. I think she probably just landed. It is about that time where these guys are flying. My friend caught a harvester ant, queen, and it looks like she's going to be a keeper. Yeah, I'm super excited about her. Look at her. She's probably pulling another egg or something. She's cleaning herself up. I wonder what it is about ants when they do that. When they get in that weird position and they like start touching their own ass. What's up with that? Creepy. Anyways, I want to give you guys an update on these guys. You can see quite quickly that condensation is building up. And I don't want water to build up and stuff and have mold growth, because I've had problems with this one before. I left a mealworm in here, and I just got it wet because I was going on vacation for a little while. I wanted to make sure there was plenty of food in there, and they ate most of the mealworm, but it was a dried mealworm, and this is a small ant, so they weren't able to really devour the whole thing, and it's probably hard for them to chew through. So it grew a little bit of mold on it, and the mold had seemed to wanted to continue to go for a while, and so I kept continuously cleaning it up, and it's finally started to subside. Hopefully it stays down. I know that it's not really, I tried ventilating it pretty good, but you know, I mean, if you guys have any I only water like a few drops every like 2 weeks. It seriously stays moist in there. And this little vial in here, I mean, there's usually not condensation in here at all or anything like that, so, but it stays in a warm room. If I left it out here and the whole thing turned to the temperature of this room, then it wouldn't have condensation on the windows either. But I don't want too much moisture. And in here, these guys, that little area right there, they like it moist. They really do. They gather around the well, so I keep it nice and moist in there, and they seem to like it. And then they drag all their trash to the outworld where it's completely dry, so we don't ever really have mold issues in there. But yeah, I'm so proud of this one. This is still my favorite colony. This glass fogs up quickly too, but I keep this one out more than the others, so it's not quite as warm as the other ones. They've been out for a while. I've been watching them eat the cricket. I like to watch these ones a lot too. And these ones, you know, they hide. So don't ever put your small colonies inside of a big area, because they will hide. So yeah, hopefully you guys like this video. They're starting to grow, and just I think these ones are going to stop producing. I don't know if it's nanoticks, but they seem really small. And I don't know if the next group of them are going to get bigger, because it looks like a couple of them are bigger than the others, the worker ants. But I guess they're all about the same size. So they're just really super tiny. I mean, super tiny. Look, they're all bringing their brood up into this little shadowed area by the water. By my water, which I probably need to refill here pretty soon. You can see that the nest mate does get used. They do go up and drink it, and you can see there's a little bit of moisture that comes down, and for some reason they pile a bunch of crap right there. And they love to take the material from up here and put it on there, and I just don't even stop them, because that's their thing. I don't hardly ever open up this glass except for every once in a while. I'll be able to get a chance to clean it off really quick, but I usually put them in the refrigerator for a couple minutes and let them chill out so they're not moving all fast. Because when I first got this queen, she came with 2 workers, and that's all I could find in the whole nest. I could not find any brood. I did not find her nuptial. I was too impatient. And so I dug her up, and I had 2 worker ants. And the only reason why I even found this nest is because I found one ant, and it was at a hole, and I didn't see anything come out of it. And I was like, okay, well, I'll dig it up. And sure enough, I found her just a few inches underneath the dirt, and just 2 workers. And there's probably some brood in there, but I couldn't see it in the dirt. So all she had was 2 workers, and I smashed one of them right in that little spot where it's dark. And so, yeah, don't ever take your glass off, guys, unless you want to risk losing one or 2. And I'm sure as they grow, I won't be able to continue to take the glass off, and I'm going to have to let them fill this baby up and just put them in a bigger formicarium whenever they're ready, and maybe I'll be able to see them more often. So, yep, there they are. They don't really freak out when I put the light on them because I'm always looking at them. This is one of my favorites. So, alrighty. I don't know if there's anybody in the outworld. They're probably all hiding. They like their warm little room with mostly darkness all the time. I put them in the laundry room. There's no air conditioning in there. And, well, I'm an air conditioning guy, and I just installed air conditioning in my ceiling right there, and in a couple of other rooms in the house. So it's much cooler in here than normal, and so I try to keep them in the warmth. Summertime outside, it's nice and warm outside. All the ants are bringing their brood up top, the top of the dirt, and they're letting them sit in the warmth. So I figured these guys probably want to do the same. And I know the queens usually prefer a little warmer, moist area too. So the workers can always come up top and get some air if they want. It's just gonna be warm laundry room air. But in the wintertime, I think I'm gonna get a little refrigerator maybe. Anyways, this has been a really long video. I'm sorry, guys. Take it easy.